Hey there, my friends. Happy Thursday. Hopefully, you guys all find me here today. I meant to post a reminder a little while ago, but got sidetracked. My niece is in the house, so we were just having Chipotle for lunch. And now she's working on, I should have her bring over her Christmas present to me so I can show it to you and we switch it around. She made me her Christmas present using my stuff. Oh, there it is. Look how cute. It's a Shelby frame. She actually used current paper. She used the I keep calling it On Stage. It's Heart and Home paper, and it's got the picture with Shelby and her really cute little ears. But yeah. Came out. And that's her real paw print too. I'm pointing at the screen like you guys can see that. But yes, that's her real paw print. It came out very confused when we did it. Yeah, she came a couple of weeks ago and we tried to get her print, and it took us a couple times, but we did it. And actually, it came out really good. It's a little light, but it worked perfectly. It's a cute little print, but she was very confused. She did not know what we were doing. So once we're done with the live, we actually decided we're gonna go to the house and visit her and maybe bring her a treat or something. So anyway, hello my friends. Let me go ahead and turn this around and we'll get started with today's Thursday throwdown. So isn't it a cute gift? I know, it came out so good. I'm so excited and I love the colors. I'm trying to decide if I want to hang it in here or if I'm gonna bring it to my house. I don't know. I might go in my bedroom or my living room because then I can look at it more. So she did good. She must get her craftiness from her aunt. All right. So today I wanted to do, I was actually scrolling Facebook late at night last night. Usually a bad thing, but last night it gave me inspiration. So that was good. The In the Moment stamp set, which is actually the stamp set that I'm using for my stamp of the month this month, which will be opening next week. I haven't opened registration yet because Creative Escape is still open. So we only have 2 days left, you guys, to register for virtual Creative Escape. Yeah, you should really join me. We're going to have a ton of fun. So that's closing tomorrow. And so next week I'll open registration for Stamp of the Month, which Stamp of the Month is the only class that I do on a monthly basis that has kits included. So you can actually order the kits to create the cards. So these are the cards that I made, and it does some paper piecing. We do some coloring. So it's just a really fun set of cards. So you'll make 2 each of 4 designs, so you end up with 8 cards. So these are the 8 that you make, and then this is the one that I design in advance for you, and then I create from start to finish and put in your kit with your product and your card kits. So you get a little thank you card from me that's already done. So last night, like I said, I was scrolling and somebody used this stamp set for the stained glass technique. So I don't know if you guys remember that one. It's an oldie but goodie. I think I probably have some YouTube videos on it way back in the day. I'll have to see if I can pull it up and I'll share that with you in my group later or in my page later today. But today we're going to do it again using this stamp set. So I'm going to try and use the same paper I used for these cards. So with Stamp of the Month, if you register next week, it includes the Abstract Beauty 4x6 pattern paper. I gotta check to see. I keep losing my live feed. Hang on one second. I think I might be. Am I on Wi-Fi? Oh, I'm not. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys are still with me. The internet's being a little wonky. But so I used the 4x6 Abstract Beauty paper. So this is just part of it. There's a whole lot more that's bright, like bold colors, which is what I used on most of these. But I wanted to kind of stick more towards the blues and the golds for this card, I think. Partially because I left my big bag of Stampin' Blends at the Just Scrappin' retreat last weekend. So Su Ling has those, and I won't get them from her until the end of March when I see her again. Fortunately, I have my good set of markers here. Those were my class markers. But I am missing a few colors, including like the Magenta Madness, the Polished Pink, which was one of the colors I used for the samples. Because that was the only one I had, so I had thrown it in my bag. But anyway, we should still be good. So let's go ahead and we will get started. Hi, everyone. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Patty. Hey, Marlene. Thanks for joining me. Isn't it cute? I know. I love it. She did a good job. I'm lucky. All right, so I'm going to go ahead And we're going to stamp this up using Versamark, and we're stamping on vellum cardstock. Okay, so that's the trick with stained glass. We're going to do, I'm trying to think, do I have to? I don't think I have to do a black outline. I'm going to do a white outline. So if I'm supposed to do a black one, well, too bad for that. Hopefully it will still work. It might actually make it a little harder to color, but we'll see. All right, so I'm going to ink up my stamp with Versamark ink. And if you're not familiar with Versamark, it's a water-based ink. I mean, not a water-based, it's a watermark ink. So you won't really be able to see it on here. I may not be able to see it. So you kind of just have to know it's there. It's there. I can see it. You probably cannot. But this is actually a really fast drying ink. Not super fast, so you do have a little bit of time. But the key is to get the embossing powder on it before it dries. So I'm going to use white embossing powder. You could use clear. You could use white. I think you could use black. I'm going to go with the white because most of the color scheme on the other cards is white. So you're going to go ahead and be generous and just dump a whole bunch of that embossing powder right on top of the image. And I'm going to try and keep my desk as neat as possible. So now we'll just funnel that back in, and now you can see the image a bit better. I did forget to use my embossing buddy, but it looks like I did okay. The embossing buddy, which we don't carry anymore, but you can still get like online, it just eliminates some of the static electricity so that you don't get stray little stray bits of like embossing powder in places that you don't want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab a pair of scissors. I have my heat embossing tool. When you're using the vellum cardstock, you're supposed to use it on the lighter, or the not lighter, the lower level. So there's a 1 and a 2 in the Stampin' Up! Heat embossing tool. You're supposed to do 1, although I will say it takes a really, really long time. So sometimes I use 2 anyway. You just want to be careful not to get too close and not to hold it in one spot for too long, because then you could potentially burn it. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to try and talk while I'm on, but I don't know if you guys will be able to hear me. I think you will, but it'll just take a second for me to do this. And hopefully you'll be able to see through the magic of video the transformation of the embossing powder. So what happens is it goes from powder to like a shiny foil almost. So that's how you know when it's done. So you can see down here, see how that's bright and bold, and that's kind of muted. That's because that's melted and the top part is not. So I'm just going to go ahead and now quickly move through this to get it embossed. I have no idea what I'm going to do for my design of this card, but I do know I'm going to do the stained glass technique, so that's what we're doing this for. It's probably going to be a little tricky to color. I asked Heather if I should do the dog one or one of the other ones, and it probably would have been much easier to color one of the other patterns. Whoops, I missed a spot. Hold on. But we're in a puppy kind of mood today, right? So that looks pretty good. So I'm going to give it just a second I'm going to make sure I got all of the, it looks glossy everywhere, so I got everything. You just want to give it 1 second, because sometimes if it's still hot and then like you put your finger in it or something, it will like put your fingerprint in it. You'll have like a little outline of your fingerprint and stuff in it if it's still kind of hot and melty. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this image and we're going to flip it over and we're going to color it from behind. And this gives you that stained glass look. So this is why I said it might be a little tricky for me to color, because one, there's a lot of little like nuances in here, so it's hard to see what's what. And two, it's white embossed, so that makes it a little bit harder too. So let's start with the little puppy. I think I'm just going to color him mostly one color. Do I want to use, I have the, I think probably the dark, because remember it's going to be from the back, so it's going to be a little bit lighter on the front part. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to just color in between the lines from the back side. And I'm going to try to do my best to see what I'm doing. It is very tricky to color backwards and from the other side, but we will do it. The good thing is even if I go like a little bit outside the lines, you probably won't be able to see it on the front because the embossing part will be covered. So that's the good part. Oh, you know what I don't have though? Is I don't have the ivory color. I'm just gonna call you Suling. Heather, will you on my blends, that very top shelf in the third one over, the light pink ones? Can I have those two? Yeah. Yeah, it's petal pink, so I think that will work as a face color. Sorry, it's kind of like an obstacle course over here. Thank you. All right, so then I'm gonna use this for her face. That might be a little too light, actually. Let's use this one. There's a little part here. That's her face. And then I also put some here as her legs. Then we'll do, let's use the green for her blanket, I think. So I'm just gonna color this part green. This is soft seafoam. The dark green, that's a mug actually. Those are her legs. This is, that's her blanket here, and then I gotta do her hand. This might be too light, I don't know. I might have to go back and add some more color to this, because I think that's a pillow, but we're gonna color that green too. This is a pillow. She's got a nice green bedding set. So the good thing about the blends is I can do multiple layers. I'm actually wondering though if it might not show as well, actually. Miss, can you do me a favor and grab me the crumb cake, like regular marker, and the soft seafoam? Actually, it might be easier for me to grab it. Yeah, crumb cake, and then I think it's this one. And we'll grab this one. And the navy. Please? Thank you.
I went right to the crumb cake.
You did, because I use that color all the time. All right, let me just see. It actually might work better. I don't know, because this is an oldie before we even had Stampin' Blends. So while it looks kind of colored on the back here, it wasn't really coming through on the front. So let's try regular Stampin' Blends. See if those are a bit darker. Oh, but now I need the petal pink in that marker too. But it's in the blends, not the Stampin' Right.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry. You didn't want to get work done while you were here, did you? She's finishing other Christmas presents. So this is her penance. She has to be my beck and call girl while I'm live. I'm going to give her Dairy Queen, so she'll be fine. Thank you. Yeah, I think this is going to work a little bit better. It's going to be a little bit brighter. So now when we turn it around, there's more color. So see how it kind of, I'm using really light colors, so obviously it would be better if you were using darker colors. But you could color on the front too. This way is just giving you that kind of stained glass look because you're only seeing the color from the reverse. So I'm just going to go over it again, make it a little bit darker. Just, I mean, with vellum it's okay. Like, you don't want to do that too much with regular cardstock because then it can get pilly on the cardstock, but vellum should be fine. So I'm just gonna color in this a little bit more. We'll do her hand is here. Color in her hand and her face. Okay. Her hair. I think I need more colors. We'll do her pants navy, and maybe her socks pool party. So this will probably show up really well because it's a nice dark color. You do want to try and stay within the lines a little bit. It looks really weird from the back side, but I promise it will look cool from the front. So there's her pants. She's got some navy blue pants. I feel like this is her blanket too. Okay. And we'll put some blue here, light blue socks. There we go. I was basing my color scheme off the pattern paper, so I'm gonna actually make, she matches her bed too, so we're gonna make this blue too. It was probably not what I wanted to do, but whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna use, I need So Saffron, and then we'll make her book. What color should I do that? Hold on, I gotta get a couple other colors. So Saffron, and I don't know what I want to do for her book. Maybe we'll do balmy blue. We'll do some blues. We're in a blue kind of mode. So actually, you know what I might do? I might actually make the blue the pool party, and I'm going to go over this with the darker blue, just so there's some contrast between our socks and the comforter. So we'll do that. There we go. And then I'll color this light blue like her socks. And then I'm just going to use the So Saffron for her hair. Whoops. Which I don't know that that's actually going to show that much because there's not a lot of like open lines in her hair. It's mostly the white embossing. Oh, and then we'll do the mug in yellow too. There. Okay, so now once we've done that, you can see from the front it looks like a very soft, muted kind of coloring. And now it's going to change based on what we put it on, right? So I think I actually probably want to mat it maybe on some white cardstock, which, let me grab that. I actually have some back here. I think basic white, thick white. Well, we'll open this one. I have a brand new package sitting here. I know I have an open one somewhere, but this is handy. It looks like I'm losing your comments. I can't see them anymore. Like you guys kind of, hold on, let me see if I can fix this. So I can see. Yeah, it won't let me scroll. Weird. Live chat. Anyway, so I can't really see what you guys are saying now, unfortunately. But I'll catch up afterwards. So let's open this. Okay, and we'll figure out now, the trick is to figure out what we're gonna do with this, right? So I think I'm gonna mat it on the white because it's gonna make it stand off a little more. So first off, this is like 3 1/4. So I think I'm gonna cut it at 3 1/2. Can I steal that trimmer, Heather? Please? Thank you. She brought my trimmer back too, so that's exciting. Alright, so I'm going to cut this at 3 1/2. Okay, and then I'm probably going to mat it on the white so that it's the same size. So this is 3 1/2 by like 3 1/4. I'm going to do a little less than 3 1/4 because it's not quite 3 1/4, so we'll do that by 3 1/2. I think it'll be okay if it shows a little bit too, so let's just see. Yeah, that works. Okay, and now, because there's color back there, we should be able to tack it down with my adhesive. Come on. And you won't really be able to see the adhesive because of the color. So I'm just adding adhesive where there's color. It will kind of lift on the edges, but I'm not really worried about it. I could use some liquid glue for that too. Okay, so there's that. And actually, I feel like I might want to fussy cut it, but we'll see where we go. All right, so now I'm thinking like this, and we want to add some pattern. So that's kind of cute. Maybe adding in a little blue, or that's a little busy, so probably not that. I kind of like the stripes, I think. The stripes are cool. And then what I might do, I got pink, but I might add in a little bit more of that blue. So let's go ahead with this. And I actually don't think I want to do a fussy cut. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I'm gonna do probably, I want like a strip of this. I'm gonna say 2 inches, 2 by 4. So I'm just gonna trim this down. 2. Okay. Ugh, my internet keeps going in and out over here on my computer. I hope it's not the same for you guys. I apologize. There's a lot of people here today, so the thrift shop is open downstairs, so that makes it a little busy too. Heather? Mm. In my ribbon thing, the not that one, the one underneath it where the twine and stuff is, can you see if I have any more gold twine? I think there might have been some way in the back behind the plastic case, but I don't know if it's still there or not. But I feel like gold would be good.
I see some.
Oh, yay! Thank you. Or the denim. The denim could be cool too. Do I have denim in there? Oh, I think I do.
This one?
Yeah. I'm gonna make a giant mess. Gold is cool, but then I'm thinking if I use denim, it might pull out that blue. Yeah, I like the denim, I think. So let's go ahead and we'll attach this to our pattern paper. Like so. And then I'm gonna wrap it around this panel before I tape it. So I'm just gonna do a knot, I think, because it's kind of a large panel for the stamped part. So we'll just do a little knot over on the side. Like that. Okay. And you want to, when you're tying knots, you want to be careful not to pull really tight, because that's what makes it more like a squishy knot instead of that nice rounded knot. Just FYI, if I pull really hard, it's going to make it more squishy, and we don't want that. So I'm going to kind of put that on the side, trim this down. Just want tiny little things like that. Okay. And then make sure my card's going the right way. I put together a card the other day and it was upside down. I hate when I do that. Did you guys do that? It's always very annoying, but we can fix it. But it's better just not to mess up like that. I'm gonna actually probably use my mini glue dots to get that to sit. Uh-oh, where are my mini glue dots? I want it to sit where I want it. Can you check that the pink bag that's on the floor maybe? And or the other one? I don't know where I put them. Maybe in that bucket, yeah, they might be in, like the one you're looking in the front there. Yay, thank you. Okay, I like to make my mini glue dots. I haven't unpacked from the weekend, so I apologize. My room was nice and clean. I'm gonna use a little mini glue dot, and then I can make this sit the way I want it to. So I kind of position it the way I want, stick the mini glue dot underneath, and then ta-da. Of course, now I probably should have checked to make sure this fits where I want it, because otherwise I can't move it. Yeah, that looks good. I feel like it's a little large though. I might trim this down a little bit, because I feel like the image is a little bit big. So it's 3.5 right now, so can I take 1/4 of an inch off both sides? Maybe. Let's see. We'll do a little bit. I should probably use my guillotine, but that's okay. We'll do a little bit on both sides like that, and then I'm going to take a little bit off these sides too, and like 2 3/4. There we go. So it's not quite so big. All right, now of course we're going to pop this up with some dimensionals like that. I don't know, I feel like it needs something else. Oh, you know what might have been cool is this ribbon. But no, it's silver. I'm using gold. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Alright, so we're going to do this. I think I'm done with the base layer, so I can tape that down. But I feel like it needs some oomph. So let's see. We're going to put some bling on, of course. So we'll do that. Let me just attach this. Still the right way. You never know. Okay, do that. And then this is gonna go here. I kind of feel like maybe like some navy. What do you think, Heather?
Yeah.
Navy cardstock under there?
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Yeah? Okay. Can you get me navy cardstock?
Maybe.
It's top drawer all the way in the back. Yeah. Should be the second to last one in the back, I think. Please? You need that one. Okay. Then I'm going to cut this down. So this one is 2 3/4 by 3 1/4.
I think this is another black.
Did you get it? If not, I can.
Yeah, I just don't think there's anything in here.
Nothing in there. I can use one of these
Oh,
pieces. You got it? You can cut one of my card bases if you don't have
I
it.
didn't reach that back.
I know. I gotta find a new solution for my cardstock.
Right.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna do 3 by 3 1/2 because this one's 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. So we're gonna make it 1/4 inch larger around both sides. So what did I just say? 3 by 3 1/2. So we'll do this. 3 by 3 1/2. And then that can sit on there. And then that will go on here. I think I'm going to tuck this under this one. Like that. And then we'll put this over it. Like that. There we go. Now I kind of wish I used the gold, just saying, but it's all good. We're good. I'm going to take this down. We're going to go ahead and commit. It was really about showing you the stained glass today anyway. We'll do that. And then I can attach this. And then I think somewhere on this desk I have some of the polished dots, which is the embellishment that's going to be part of the stamp club. Stamp of the month. I keep calling it Stamp Club because that's what it used to be, but now that I have Shore Club, I'm trying to prevent confusion, so I changed it to Stamp of the Month. And that is super crooked, you guys. Oi! Who let me be in charge? Because now it's 2 different layers. I'm not even sure I can fix it. Does that look better? That looks better, right? I gotta look it. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right, there's that. Now, where are, I thought I had some on my desk, but maybe not. I've got doilies. Can I have that pink bucket right there? Please? This is fun. Bring me this. Bring me that. All right, I think maybe we'll have to use a different one. I thought I had some, oh, I do. Look, here we go. This is what I was thinking. I'll use these. This is the dots that are coming with your kit. So when you do Stamp of the Month, which, like I showed you the cards earlier, this is not one of them, but you'll at least have a way to use this again. But this is the cards that we're doing for Stamp of the Month, these 4. So as part of class, you get a full roll of ribbon. The I think it's going to be the polished dots, and then also a half pack of that 4x6 paper. So let's go ahead and use these. I'm going to use the clear ones, I think, because I used a lot of the gold, and the gold and this color don't really match exactly. I think you could use this color on like some of the pinks and stuff. I think that will be pretty. But for this particular card, I'm going to use the clear ones. Grab my Take Your Pick tool, and let's go ahead and do a little one here and a larger one there, and then we'll put another little one up here. Again, we're using our 3s because I always like to do embellishments in odd numbers. So there you go. There's a little project for today. So using that stained glass technique, you could, actually I do have some here. So now that this is all together, I could, just to kind of keep these layers down, just use a really thin layer of the Tombow glue, because you don't want it to kind of show through. So really, really thin, like this is too thick over here. And then you just kind of push it down, squish it out so it doesn't have a blob or a line. And then that will dry and hold that in place so it doesn't pop up. And I should really wait for that to dry before I do this side, but whoop, I'm not gonna do that. So we'll do that, rub that in really well. I sometimes use like a little Stampin' Sponge or a makeup sponge. We don't have the Stampin' Sponges anymore, but I still have them in the craft room. But if you don't have that, you could use like a little makeup sponge and kind of blot it so it's not a line, because what happens is if it's like a line like that, it will show through the vellum. So you want to just kind of really thin it out and then just hold it in place for a second till that dries, and then that will hold those down. And there you go. You've got the finished one. I feel like, oh, actually you brought them back, didn't you? My Wink Stella?
Yeah.
Ooh, I got Wink Stella again, you guys. I had given Heather some for the Christmas cards she did for me, and I hadn't ordered any more, and she just told me she brought me some back. So now I can put sparkly stuff on my cards again, maybe, if we can find it. I feel like that's fine. That'll work. I feel like this, because it's Wink of Stella, even though this is gold and this is more of a silvery color, I think it's fine because it just adds glitz. So it's not really a color. It's kind of clear. So, but I'm just going to add some Wink of Stella to the stained glass stuff. I don't know if, oh yeah, it's there. You can't see it sometimes in this light, but I can see it, I promise. We'll color her pants and her feet. We'll do it all. I didn't do the puppy though. I guess I should do the puppy. We'll add a little glitz to him too. Shelby's very glitzy, so this puppy can be glitzy. Not really. She just ends up with stuff all over her all the time. There you go. So it's just got a little bit of shimmer to it. And then, oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't put a sentiment. Oh, you know what the thing that stinks though? Is I was going to use You're in My Thoughts, but I don't feel like with her head in a book that you're really in her thoughts. You're not even a remote thought in her head right now. So let's use this one, which has the little relax, and I will stamp that in navy, actually. Let's do that. We'll stamp it in navy. Or do I have, I want a piece of Pool Party. Actually, you know what we can do? Where's my scrap piece of that paper? Where did I put my papers? Oh, they're up here. I'm going to stamp right on the pattern paper. And we'll do navy. So I'm going to grab my Night of Navy ink pad. We'll ink this up. Like that. And while I like that full sentiment, I don't know if I want to use the whole thing. I might actually just cut out relax. Yeah, it's two squares too, so it doesn't really work. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna fussy cut. I know you guys love when I do this, but we're gonna fussy cut around. Yeah, so that's helpful. Do I have my regular scissors? Oh, I do. Paper snips are best for this because it's kind of tiny little cuts in here. So I'm just gonna go around the words a little bit. I got a little close to that L on the top. The key with doing fussy cutting like this is you want to move the paper and not your scissors. So notice how I'm moving the paper around, but I'm not moving my scissors. That just gives you cleaner cuts, and it makes it a lot easier, honestly. You're just gonna make sure you don't have a little like hand cramp and turn too early and cut something off. I've done that. Did you guys ever do that when you were younger? Like when I used to color, sometimes your hand would cramp and then go out of the line, and then I would be all annoyed because my project was ruined because I had a like hand cramp. If my friend Kim is watching, she'll know exactly. We had like this big thing one day where I scribbled all over a notebook and I told her it was a hand cramp. So silly things we did in class when we were bored and didn't want to pay attention. All right, so there we go. I'm going to do that. And then I think I'm just going to kind of stick it right in the corner here. This would be a cute little, I still feel like this is not straight now. Or maybe I want to put it up here. Yeah, I think I want it up there. Maybe? Well, I don't know. I kind of like, it fills some space down there. What do you think, Heather? I can't see their comments, so you can be the,
I think I like up here.
You like up here too? I think so too. It's just, it creates a little cluster,
Yeah,
which is my favorite thing to do. So we'll do that.
Down there it was like on the Pool Party too. So
yeah, it doesn't really match. All right, so we're gonna tape this. this side overlaps. So I'm going to put regular adhesive there. And then we'll just grab, whoa, a little bit of the Stampin' Dimensional for the other side to even it out. Like so. And there you have it. Cute little card. This would be cute for like retirement or just, you know, maybe a friend who's doing too much or having a rough time. Just give them some encouragement to say, you know what, it's okay to relax. So there is today's card. I hope you guys like it. Again, the registration for Stamp of the Month is not open yet, but it will be open next week. So once that opens, I can update this description with the registration link. I should have had it updated already, but I'm not there yet. So we'll get there soon. But those are the cards. That's the cute little stamp set, and that's the stained glass technique. So, oh, and I got a round of applause. I like it. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time for Thursday Throwdown. Bye for now. Bye.